Hello everybody, Merry Christmas. Welcome to this very special episode of Draw with Rob at Christmas. With me, Rob Biddulph. Oh, it's getting very close now, isn't it? Christmas, I'm super excited. But before we talk more about Christmas, let me introduce myself. I'm a children's author and illustrator. Have you seen this book of mine? I was looking for some Christmassy books. This one's quite Christmassy. It's got a lovely red cover. It's called The Blue-Footed Booby. All about this chap. The blue-footed booby. It's sort of about the red-footed boobies actually. But look, did you know that boobies... First of all, did you know that I'm not saying rude things. Boobies are birds. They're a type of birds. This is the red-footed booby. And you can also get the blue-footed booby. But these red-footed boobies, they're really good bakers, but look, one of their cakes goes missing. And the reason I thought this was a slightly Christmassy book is because, look, it's very snowy in this book. Lots of kind of snow and wintry scenes. So it's a little bit Christmassy, but it's a super silly story, but very fun. Have you seen my chapter books? The Peanut Jones trilogy. We have Peanut Jones in the Illustrated City. We have Peanut Jones and the 12 Portals. And then lastly, we have Peanut Jones and the End of the Rainbow. Look at that, they fit beautifully onto the screen, don't they? It's almost like they were designed especially for this purpose. But I'm so proud of these books. My very first chapter books that I've written and illustrated, all about Peanut Jones. Finds a magic pencil. Whatever she draws with this pencil becomes real, so she draws a door. That door becomes real, so she can walk through it. She finds herself in this illustrated world, and she thinks that her missing dad is somewhere in this illustrated world. And you can see how many illustrations I've done in these books. Loads and loads and loads, hundreds, 200 roughly in each book. And I'm so proud of these stories. Very good for early readers, very good for class storybooks, short chapters, lots of illustrations. Do check them out, because as I said, I'm very proud of them, but of course we are here today to do a drawing together. And it's very close to Christmas now, a day or two away from Christmas. So I thought, what do we get at Christmas? What do we get at Christmas? We get presents, don't we? It's a big part of Christmas, obviously. The main part of Christmas is spending time with our families and the people that we love, right? But maybe the second most important part of Christmas is the food. Should I say that? I don't know. Or maybe it's the presents. But today, I thought we would draw a Christmas present, because Santa is coming very soon, isn't he, to deliver our Christmas present. So I thought we would draw a Christmas present together today. Now, Draw with Rob. How does it work, I hear you ask? Well, lots of people say to me they don't think they're very good at drawing. I say nonsense. Everybody can draw. Some people just need a little bit of help with the order that we do the drawing in. That's where I come in, because what we're going to do here with this drawing of a Christmas present, we're going to break it down into little bite-sized pieces, which means I'm going to draw a little shape on my piece of paper here, or a line, or a circle, or a squiggle. You can pause the video and you can copy what I do. Start me up again, I'll draw another line, shape, circle, squiggle. Pause me, copy what I do again. Then I will draw again. Then you will draw. I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw. And at the end we'll put all those little bite-sized pieces together. We'll end up with a drawing that we're really, really proud of and is super Christmassy. Okay, you got it? Easy peasy. You're going to need a pen or a pencil. You're going to need something to colour with if you've got something to colour with a bit later on, because we like to make Christmassy drawings especially very colourful if we can, don't we? But that's it, we're ready to go. So grab your piece of paper and let's start, shall we? Right, so we're going to draw a Christmas present. And we're going to draw I thought today, so the drawings that I've done this year for Christmas, they all follow a bit of a theme. They're all quite cute, slightly manga style drawings, kawaii style drawings. So, shall I show you what we've drawn this year so far? We've drawn a little Brussels sprout character there. We have drawn a Christmas tree. There we go, fit the Christmas tree in there. And can you see I gave my Christmas tree little eyes and a mouth, a bit like our Brussels sprout character. And then we have drawn a mince pie too. Hang on, let's see if I can get everything on the same screen. There we go, pretty much everything fits. So we've drawn a mince pie, a Brussels sprout and a Christmas tree so far this year. And I've given them all little kind of manga-y faces, and they're all done in a very similar style, nice rounded edges, very cutesy, right? And so our last drawing, we're going to follow this rule too. But we are going to draw a Christmas present today. But I'm not going to give eyes and a mouth to the actual present. We're going to have the present opening up and something or somebody popping out to say hello to us from the Christmas present. But I'm going to try and follow this manga-y style, okay, with these drawings. So, the first thing, guys, that I want you to do on your piece of paper is we're going to start right down here at the bottom and we're just going to draw a very simple horizontal line, like that, in the middle of your piece of paper, dead centre, about, what's that, 10 centimetres, something like that. So a very nice, easy start. I'm sure you guys have drawn lots of Christmas presents before in your time, and they are super easy, because basically we're going to draw a square. So we're going to go up on this side. We're going to go to about halfway up our piece of paper, maybe a little bit taller, like that. Then we're going to come straight across, like that, and then we're going to go down. So a very simple square. Now this is why I love brush pens so much. Can you see what's happened there on the left hand side? My brush pen is made up, it's literally a little brush, like a paintbrush there. And so when I press down, the bristles kind of spread apart and we got that lovely kind of sort of rough marking that the brush has made on that side. And that happens quite often if you sort of push down, you get this sort of rough marking. It hasn't happened then. But that's that random element that I really, really love about using a brush pen, because I just think it adds real texture to your drawing, and it really looks like somebody has drawn this picture by hand and not done it on a computer, and I really love that about drawing. Okay, so that's the first part about present. Now this is where it's going to get a bit different to other present drawings you've done before, because what I want you to do is down here, coming from this bottom right hand corner, we're going to draw another line. Now this line is going to go very slightly upwards from that corner, and it's only going to be about 2 centimeters long. Okay. Then we're going to draw a vertical line parallel to the right hand side of our square, but we're going to stop before we get to that corner, and then we're just going to join that up too in a slightly diagonally line, like that. And you can see our square has sort of become a box, slightly three-dimensional box. And that's because our present is a box. Do you remember I said we're going to draw a little character coming out of our box? So we need to add our little box flaps. So what we do, from this top right hand corner of our box, we're going to draw another diagonal line going up that way, like that. And let's do exactly the same coming from here. We're going to keep it parallel to that diagonal line, so it means going in the same direction as that line. And then we're going to join them up with a straight line, and this straight line goes parallel pretty much with that one. And there we go. It's a little flap for our box. Now we are going to do one on this side, but actually I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the diagonal line first. So let's do another diagonal line coming up like that. But I'm not going to draw the rest of it yet, because we want to draw our character first, because some bits of this line might need to go behind our character, you see. But what we can do, we can add a little ribbon to our present box, and that's nice and easy, because we start right in the middle of this square with a big old circle, like that. We've done a few ribbons before. We did it on our Christmas tree as well. What we do, coming out of that circle, we just do 2 diagonal lines going that way, and we do 2 diagonal lines going that way. See, I've got a nice brush mark there. And then we just join the 2 of them up with a slight dip in the middle to make a lovely bow shape. Okay, and then our ribbon is going to come out from behind that circle. 1, 2. Going to carry on through down to the bottom. It's going to go out to the side from behind the bow. Really Christmas presenty now. And then what we'll do, we'll continue it onto this side as well. Now, perspective wise, because we're looking at this side disappearing away from us, that's why it's much smaller. So we have to do our ribbon more narrow. It's going to be the same width here. So let's imagine this bit of ribbon is continuing around the box. We're just going to continue those lines along a little bit like that. And then roughly when we're in the center of this shape, we're then going to draw our vertical line going up like that. But we're going to do it very close together, because the perspective would mean that's what would happen. Then imagine that carrying on there.
And let's do these bits going down, very close together for the perspective, and then continue that off.
Do you see what I mean? It just makes it look three-dimensional.
It's just our little trick to make it all look nice and three-dimensional.
So that's how we draw the Christmas present. The real fun with this, I think, is going to come when we colour it in, okay? Because we can add lots of patterns and things to our Christmas present to make it extra Christmassy, and that's where you can do whatever you like. Now, speaking of doing whatever you like, you can have... I'm going to draw one of my characters popping up out of this box, okay? I thought that would be a fun thing to do. I think I'm going to draw a panda. Okay, I don't know why. I just like the black and white. I'm going to put a little Father Christmas hat on my panda, but I'm going to draw a little panda character popping up from my box. So I will show you step by step how to draw the Christmas panda saying hello out of his Christmas present box or her Christmas present box. But do you know what? You can go and look at any of my Draw with Rob videos and draw another one of my characters popping up out of the Christmas box. You might want to draw Gregosaurus, the very first Draw with Rob character that we ever did. You might want to draw, I don't know, a turtle coming out of the box, a giraffe, the robot, octopus even, or maybe one of my other Christmas drawings. I've done snowman, I've done an elf, I've done a reindeer, I've even done Santa. You could have Santa coming out of the Christmas present. That might be really fun. But you can do anything you like, but I'm going to show you right now how to do the panda, just in case you want to do a panda like me. But feel free to do whatever you like. Maybe do more than one drawing. That might be fun. So, panda. This is how we're going to do our panda. We're going to start with our panda's head. Now, the panda's head is very, very easy to draw. We just do a sort of... well, I'm going to say a circle, but it's not really a circle. It's more like a sort of baked bean shape. Baked bean shape, like this. Lovely brush marks. Like that. Little sort of baked bean shaped circle. Then I'm going to do something else. I'm going to come away from the head and I'm going to draw another little baked bean shape, just reaching down here, and this is going to be my panda's arm, just reaching over the edge of my present. And because it's a panda's arm, it's black. So those bits where it looked like I was sort of overlapping, it looked a little bit messy. You can cover that up by colouring it in like that. And I'm going to add a little sort of furriness texture, which means some sort of little pointy bits like that, just around the end of the panda's arm like that. And they sort of double up a bit and they look a bit like fingers a little bit as well, but it's just the arm reaching over to the edge. Then we're going to draw another line coming down like that, and we're going to draw the other arm just reaching out here as if it's kind of pushing that flap open. And again, I'm going to colour it in like so. And I might just add a couple of those little pointy bits like that. Now, if anybody's come to see my show this year, the chances are we drew a panda together at my show. I've been drawing lots of pandas this year. So you might even remember how to draw a panda yourself. So there we go, my little panda, tummy, left arm pushing the flap open, right arm reaching over the side of our present. Let's draw the rest of our panda's face. Pandas' faces are made up of lots of sort of circled stroke baked bean shapes. So we need to draw another circle stroke baked bean shape down here in the sort of bottom left side of our panda's head. Like that. And then let's do one on the other side too, leaving a little bit of a gap in between them. Just two little shapes like that. Then we're going to draw another circle at the bottom of each of those. One circle there, one circle there. And then let's just colour in around those. Like that. So you guys excited about Christmas then? I hope you get to sleep on Christmas Eve. When I was a boy, I found it very, very hard to get to sleep on Christmas Eve. And then even when I did fall asleep, I'd wake up at about 3 in the morning just to check if Santa had been. And if he had been, I'd go and wake my parents and my brother and my sister up. I was always the first one to wake up. I got the most excited out of everybody about Christmas. Terrible, isn't it, really? So there we go. You're starting to see a panda appear. In between these two eyes, let's draw another little oval shape, yet another oval shape, and colour that one in. And that's going to be our little panda's nose, like so. Coming down from that nose, we're going to draw a little J shape, like that.
And then we're just going to curl the other way from the bottom of that J. And look, our panda's got a very cute little mouth. Sweet, huh? And why don't we add some whiskers? Just 4 dots on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the eyes. Now, do you remember the rest of the drawings in this series? I've done their eyes in the same way, that kind of manga style. And I want this drawing to feel like part of the series. So we're going to draw the same sort of eye in here. So what we've got to do first of all, we've got to draw another circle inside those circles. Just like that. Then, guess what? Another circle, bottom left. Like that. And then a little one in the top right. Like that. And then let's just colour in around them. There we go. Colour in around them. Like that. And there we go, it's our panda's eyes. In keeping with the theme. Cute. Let's give our panda some eyebrows. Eyebrows are the key to making your character look like they're expressing emotion. So if you did them going down in the middle, they would look angry. If you did them going up in the middle, they would look very, very sort of worried. But we're going to add them right at the top of our panda's head like that to make our panda look extra happy. Because it's Christmas! This is one happy panda. Now, because it's Christmas, we're going to add a little, as I said earlier, we're going to add a little Santa hat. And I'm going to draw this Santa hat before I add my panda's ears, because I want the hat just to sit in front. So a bit like that rear flap of the box. Remember I said we're going to wait until we've drawn the panda to do that. The same goes for the panda's ears. We draw what's in front first. That's what you do when you're drawing. You have to sort of plan ahead. So we're going to add a Santa hat. So what we do first, we add a sort of spiky sausage shape, like this. It goes across the top of our panda's head, like that. And that's the furry brim bit of a Santa hat. You know the bit I mean. So that goes right at the top of our panda's head. Then let me go back to my brush pen. Then we're going to draw a curved line coming out of the top, like so. We're going to draw another line going sort of up, like that. Then this curved line is going to carry on there. We're going to go about 0.5 centimetre below this line. I'm going quite quickly, so do pause the video when you need to. We're going to draw another little line coming out like that. Then we're just going to head down, and we're going to carry that line down so they're level. And that is our little Santa hat. Kind of, you know, they sort of hang over, don't they? Because they're holding the big furry ball, like the bobble on the end of the Santa hat, which we draw like that. So it's like a circle. It's like a spiky circle, really. And there we go. A lovely Santa hat on top of our panda's head. Now we can add the ears. So we can do one ear coming from behind the hat here. And what we do a big circle like that, which we then colour in black. Like so. But that's not the end of this particular drawing of the ear, because we're going to add some spiky bits, a bit like we did on the arm, to make this ear look extra fluffy. Just like that. So we follow the curve of the circle around, but we add these sort of little triangle-y shapes, and then we stop about there. And there we go, one panda ear. Oh, I've done a bit of smudging there. Brilliant, well done, Rob. And we're going to add the other ear in behind this hat. So you've got to imagine where it is. We'll start off by just drawing the circle that I'll just tuck in behind the hat like that. And then we'll colour it in, and our hat. Do you see why I did the hat first? Because otherwise that little bobble would have disappeared behind our panda's ear, and we want it to be in front so that we can see it. So there we go, the panda ear. And then let's add our little spiky bits, following the ear round, like so. I can get one more in there, I think. And look at this festive panda. And now we can add the rear bit of this flap. So what we're going to do from there, we're just going to draw a diagonal line. It's coming down at a similar angle to that, so it's going to feel funny doing this. But you do it at that angle like that. Oops, I just extended that up. Let's use that brush pen just to carry that on. And it's going to go like that, and then it's going to come down diagonally this way. So sort of behind that panda arm, which is why we did the arm first. And there, it sort of looks, can you see? It looks three-dimensional. And just the fact that this arm goes in front of that box, it makes it look like our panda is inside that box, behind the front flap, but in front of the rear flap, if you see what I mean. So it looks like it's in the middle. And it just makes the whole drawing work beautifully. So there we go. A panda popping out of a Christmas present. Just before Christmas. Just as we're getting super excited about getting all of our presents and seeing Santa and seeing our family and giving our presents to our family. That's the most important thing, isn't it? I love giving presents more than receiving presents personally. I like to see people's happy faces when I give them a present. And if one of my little characters popped out of a Christmas present box, I'd be very happy. I don't know about you. Right, I think it's time to colour this in. I'm going to go away, I'm going to go into super speed mode, I'm going to colour mine in, I'm going to work out what pattern to put on mine. I think I might do some holly, I might do some Christmas holly I think on mine. But you do whatever you want. You can do stripes, you can do circles, you can do hearts, you can do stars, you can do a little picture, you can do whatever you want, and depending on what animal you've drawn, you can colour in your animal however you want to. Just make it lovely and colourful and joyful. That's the most important thing I think at Christmas. I will see you back here in about 20 seconds. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, there we go. My finished, coloured in panda popping out of a present at Christmas time. So you can see what I've done. I've done a very kind of rough holly pattern on my present, the wrapping paper of my present, and I've shaded it. So I've just accentuated that 3D thing. So you know we did the kind of the squash side of the present over this side to make it look like it was going backwards. I've also made that slightly darker. So I coloured it all the same way. I made my holly a bit narrower too in this section. But then what I did, I took that sort of blue colour and I went over the top of everything, including the red, with that blue, and it just makes it all look darker, and again it creates this illusion of depth. So a little trick for you there. And then I've even used my pen just to do some little lines here and there to again make it look like it's going backwards. And what else can I tell you? I've done a nice red ribbon. Again, I've used little bits of shading here and there just to make it look a bit more three-dimensional. Same on the hat, same on the panda. I've used blues and greens in there just to make the panda look a little bit three-dimensional. And I'm pretty pleased with that. It's a little bit messy here and there. I've gone over the edges, I've smudged a bit, but again, I like that. It makes it look kind of rustic, kind of sketchy. And I wanted this one to look a little bit kind of sketchy and hand-drawn. So I'm super proud of it. So the only thing I've got left to do is sign it, but I'm going to not just sign it, I'm going to also write in my nice curly handwriting. I'm going to write Merry, with a little bit of curl there, and I'm going to write Christmas. C-H-R-I-S-T-M-A-S. Merry Christmas. Goes out to all of you who watch my Draw with Rob videos on a regular basis. I know there's loads and loads of you out there that do it, and it's lovely for me to be able to say Merry Christmas to all of you, because I really, really appreciate the fact that you support my videos, you watch my videos, you enjoy my videos, you send me pictures all the time. I get messages every single day with your drawings, pictures of you holding your drawings. I'm so proud of all of you for making these wonderful works of art and then sharing them with me. Speaking of sharing them with me, I really want to see these Christmassy present drawings. So why don't you get somebody to take a picture of them, then post them on social media using the usual hashtag #DrawWithRob. That way I'll get to see it. If you're watching on Facebook, just comment underneath the Facebook post, and that way I'll get to see them too. And of course, I want to see your drawings. I wonder if you're going to do more than one present with different Draw with Rob characters popping out of them. That would be lovely to see. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, to subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on. That way you'll get told when a new video is coming out. Also, why don't you subscribe to my newsletter via this website address here? Just go to my website, put your email address in, or your parents' email address in, and then they will get sent an email every time there's a new video or a new book or a new tour, that kind of thing. Totally free, spam free, and that way you'll keep up to date with my comings and goings. Listen, everyone, I really hope you've enjoyed this drawing. I've loved showing you how to draw it. I'm very proud of this one, and I hope you've seen these ones too, this year's Christmas drawings. We've got Brussels sprout, mince pie, and of course we've got our little Christmas tree too. So lots of drawings, fun drawings this year, little manga style characters to keep you busy. Thank you so much for watching Draw with Rob videos this year. It's a real privilege for me to draw along with you guys. I really love it. Thank you to everybody who's come to see my live shows. I've had a very busy touring year, and I've met thousands of you this year, and I've signed lots and lots of your books, and I've seen so many of your drawings, and I love it. And don't worry if you didn't get to see me this year, because next year I'll be doing lots and lots of events all over the country. But I'm sure, keep an eye on my website, the event section of my website, and it'll keep you up to date with where I'm going to be appearing and when tickets go on sale. But I would love to meet more of you next year. That would be a real privilege too. All that remains is for me to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you next year with lots more brand new Draw with Rob videos. Merry Christmas, everybody. Take care. Keep those pencils sharpened. And I will see you very, very soon.
Hello everyone, just when you thought you got rid of me, here I am popping up again at the end of your video. I just wanted to very quickly tell you about this. It's the Draw with Rob at Christmas activity book. Lots of you have got the other activity book, I know, and there's more fun in this book here, and it's all festive themed. So there's loads and loads of things for you to do. We've got an arty advent for you to start off with, where there's something for you to do every single day. We've got blank Father Christmas letter pages. We've got Christmas make your own Christmas decorations, make your own Christmas cards, lots of colouring, lots of draw-alongs. Look, here we go, snowman draw-along. Loads and loads and loads of things to do. Look, you can even make your own little box for Christmas gifts. And I have got you covered when it comes to thank you cards too. Look, here, I'm going to get there. Oh, look, nearly forgot to tell you this. This is one of my favourite bits. Christmas cracker jokes. You can cut all of these out, roll them up and put them around the table at Christmas time, and all your family and friends who are with you, they can each tell a joke, and it's got little charades, and it's even got like little kind of guess the sketch ideas for you to draw along with each other over Christmas dinner. So listen, I think you're going to like this. That's what I wanted to show you. Thank you cards. Look, mums and dads, ready-made thank you card templates. No excuse not to write those thank you cards, is there? So listen, check it out. It's available wherever you get your books from, online, in person, even better. If you can find it in a bookshop, even better. It's, how much does it cost? $6.99, not too expensive. Perfect stocking filler. Actually perfect, I would say, to give to somebody on the 1st of December so they can enjoy it all the way through the build up to Christmas. Anyway, I hope you like it. I'm going to see you soon for another Draw with Rob video. Take care, everyone.